Firmware 4.19.0 is in the bag. We're going to talk about an awesome update to saving leaderboard scores, as well as some modern games to play on your system. Okay guys, we're back. So the first thing we want to talk about is what games were added to our online leaderboard categories. That's right. We got 3 new games added to those categories during this recent update. The first game we want to show off right here, right quick, is Astro Fantasia. This is a fixed shooter arcade game released by Data East way back in 1981. In this particular game, you are the pilot of a spaceship going up against the approaching alien phalanx. You can blast them with your laser guns and make your way to the alien mothership, and only then can you emerge victorious if you can survive the never-ending onslaught of enemies. This is a one-hit-and-you-die fixed shooter game. It is not for the faint at heart. Give it a shot. Can't wait to see your scores on the leaderboard. The next game added to our leaderboard categories is Side Pocket, or in this case, Super Pool 3. Side Pocket, also known as Super Pool 3, was released by Data East back in 1986. Super Pool 3 is the version of the game without all the explicit imagery that was included in the original Side Pocket. This is a fun pool game. Really enjoy playing it. What's really fun about this game is you have different tables, different challenges, master your trick shots hitting by avoiding the bumpers, as well as playing versions of 8-ball, 9-ball, and of course, get your high scores on the leaderboard. I'm always pretty good at these games. As you can see, PDubs at the time of this recording was number 2. Look forward to seeing if you can beat me on the leaderboards. The last game added to the leaderboard categories this week is Boogie Wings, or the Great Ragtime Show. A few months back, I made a video, my top 10 hidden gems on this cabinet. Boogie Wings was on that list. I'm super excited that this game has now got the leaderboard category. You are the pilot of a stunt biplane that has been called into action on the home front. You got to use that service hook, drop bombs, pick up items, power-ups, blow up the guys on the ground and the skies. What can you do to be considered the flying ace? Make sure you do whatever you can to clear a path to victory, and make sure you get your high scores up on the leaderboard. And don't forget, the game is filled with awesome cameos, fun events happening in the background if you're able to pay attention. For instance, when you're playing these super cool levels such as Detroit Rock City, one of my favorite cameos that we see in this game is the Blues Brothers. Right there, the Blues Brothers. See you on the leaderboard! Okay guys, now I wanted to show you something. Some of the leaderboard games, and this is a really cool update that AtGames has put into the latest firmware. Some of the leaderboard games, such as Caveman Joe and Mac, when you're playing these games, trying to save your scores on the leaderboards has been a challenge due to the fact that when your character dies, your final life, boom, instantly. Watch this right here. We're gonna try and kill ourselves. Once you die, your high score is no longer displayed on the screen, and you're not able to save your high score. This has been a complaint, a concern of some of the users. As you can kind of see right here, we're gonna try and kill ourselves, and boom, as you can see, the high score is gone. If the high score isn't on the screen, when you go to save your high score, it tells you we can't save it because it can't see it on the screen. So what AtGames has done is they've added a really cool update that's called Replay. You'll notice down there, we click the replay option. Now you can rewind your gameplay up to 5 seconds to where your score was on the screen, and now it'll save it. You hit A to proceed, put in your initials, and now your high score will be saved on the leaderboard. I think this was a really cool update that AtGames put in, especially for some of these games that where you die within a fraction of a second. You had to hit that menu button to try and capture your score before the score disappeared from the screen. This was a really smart update. Good move by AtGames. Okay guys, the next thing I wanted to talk about was the direct-to-drive website service. So what this is a partner of AtGames that's within the AtGames group of companies, and it's the easiest way where you can find optimized games for the AtGames Legends Ultimate. They have a category there. What's really cool is these are games that they've confirmed through hours of testing that they are supported on the Legends Ultimate with their controls, and that they run fantastic when you're streaming these games off of Steam. This is a game store that links to your Steam account, so you can go ahead and place your orders. You can only place one order at a time, one game at a time at the moment. And then what'll happen is once you place your order and enter your information, it'll send you the Steam key. And once you have the Steam key, you can then unlock these modern games on your cabinet, on your Steam account, and play these on the AtGames Legends Ultimate. But don't forget guys, on their website they do have the BYOG list. Those are also games that are compatible. In fact, there's probably well over 100 games that are compatible. But this particular list here, these are games where AtGames has actually obtained the licensing from the publisher to sell the game on the D2D website. So taking a look at that list, one of the games is Zombie Pinball. This game is only $5. You can buy it through Steam or through the D2D website. Either way, you're going to get the same thing. This is kind of a goofy pinball game. Not the greatest gameplay mechanics, but still exciting, funny, and of course it's got a ridiculous multi-ball. As you can see, we have, upwards of 6, 7, 8 multi-balls rolling at the same time. It's an enjoyable pinball game if you're a pinball fan like good old PDubs. A couple other modern games I recommend you checking out is this one here presented. This is actually on the Humble Bumble. You can actually get this game for free right now on their website. It's Aegis Defenders, and this is a platformer game. It's a 2-player platformer game. It is a gorgeous platform. Now the game is designed to be a 2-person campaign. When you're playing with 2 players, it does have a beautiful diagonal split screen for you to play. Player 1 on the top, player 2 on the bottom, and that way you can make it through all the different levels. So yeah, it can be fun to play together with a friend or a family member. But of course, a lot of us gamers, we tend to play by ourselves. So what you have to do is you have to go to the options, disable player 2, turn player 2 to off. This way you have control over both characters. As you progress through this platform game, you'll notice that what you have to do is you have to play as one character up until a certain point in the level, and then you have to switch to the other character to either A, catch up to the first character, or B, help them solve a puzzle or something of that nature to get to the next level. It's a lot of fun. It's a gorgeous game, and I hope you enjoy it. And guess what? As of today, it's free. Can't argue with free. As you can see here, when you're on 1-player mode, you do take up the entire screen, and obviously you'll be able to switch using, I believe it's the C or Z button. You'll switch, and you can go back to the other character who's trailing behind you. The levels are beautiful, the animations are great. I do like the gameplay mechanics. I'm actually enjoying playing this on my AtGames Legends Ultimate when I feel like taking a break from a retro arcade game. This is a lot of fun for me to play personally. I'm enjoying it. And then of course, as you can tell by the frames per second, as well as the latency at the top, whether I am streaming these games via the local ArcadeNet link, or if I'm using their BYOG server, let's say for instance you don't own a gaming PC, the games are running fantastic, they're running smooth, no issues. I think you'll enjoy playing these games on the cabinet. Okay guys, the last game I wanted to show you was Riptide Renegade. This game has been making its rounds throughout the arcade and gaming community. Other companies are going to start including this game on their platform, so I definitely wanted to check it out on the AtGames Legends Ultimate. Now this game meant to be played on like an Xbox 360 controller where you use the trigger buttons for acceleration and things of that nature. You're going to have to flip those to play this on the Legends Ultimate because the Legends Ultimate has your, your A, B, X, Y, and then of course C and Z would be your LB, RB buttons. So you're going to have to go in and remap your accelerator buttons, your boost buttons. What's really cool is you can map these in-game and that way you can actually play the game on the cabinet. Just don't forget to map them, and map them any way that you seems fit for you. That way you can, you know, whatever is most comfortable for you. Set your brakes, set your accelerators, set your boot, your rear view mirror button, your boost button, your recover button. Make sure you set all the controls yourself, and then you can get up and running on the cabinet. This game itself is $9.99 on Steam. Not that bad of a deal. Now, one thing to note about playing this game on the Legends Ultimate, when I'm streaming from my local PC, I'm able to set the resolution, and you can do this on the menu. I'm able to set the resolution on the highest possible setting, and the game runs fine streaming to the cabinet. When I stream over the BYOG servers, instead of having it on ultra high definition graphics, when I'm streaming from their servers, flip it down to either medium or high, and that way the gameplay and the visuals will look pretty good. When you're streaming on ultra high on the BYOG, sometimes I noticed, at least it's for me, the picture would turn fuzzy for a few frames and then go back to clear, then fuzzy, then clear. Seemed like the BYOG server was having a hard time with that. But streaming over your local PC, you can go ultra. Streaming over the BYOG server, you're probably going to want to turn down the graphics just a little bit for right now until they get that BYOG servers more optimized, things of that nature. But this is a fun game to play on your AtGames Legends Ultimate as well. Do us a favor, guys, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, give the video a thumbs up, let us know in the comments below what you think of the latest firmware games as well as these modern games I showed off here that you can play on your AtGames Legends Ultimate. And as always, guys, hope you have a fantastic day, and thanks for hanging out upstairs with us.